Hello friends. So now just in the previous session we have discussed something on the credit rating instruments. So after getting the idea of credit rating instruments, now again let us put our thoughts further. So now I will also discuss something about now is the factors affecting credit rating. The factors affecting credit rating are, first one is now is the business risk profile, as we have discussed earlier. Higher the risk, higher is the higher is the returns which is demanded by the company, but it is not possible here. What happens here is now is the credit rating now again scores will get affected because of high risk. High risk means no safety of returns. So in such case company may default, or now is the company may declare official losses where investor is in trouble. So in such case now is the such type of things has to be avoided as far as now the business risk is concerned. First one. Second is financial policy of the company. Financial policy of the company differs from company to company. In case of stable financial policies, we can find that now the credit rating can come up, because such a companies who have got a better financial discipline practice will have a policy of normally paying the claims on time, paying dividends on time, paying the investors money on time, and then apart from that they maintain a cordial relation between the creditors also. So in such case the financial policy sounds good and company is normally better rated in the eyes of the credit rating agencies. The third one is now this is the respective past history of the company, or historical profile of the company. If the company is in existence from 10 plus years or above that, we find that now the company has got a very good survival in the market. So survival period in the market. So survival period is larger means again it indicates that the company has got a better proposition in the market. It has got a better name in the market. Based on its age and existence, we can also decide the credit rating of the company. And credit rating of the company is also decided based on the credit history of the organization, like is settlement of the debts. The second one is declaration of the dividends. Third one is handling the finance, that is source of cash and utilization of the cash. If it's now perfect, we find that now such a companies are rated better in terms of the investors as well as in terms of credit rating agencies. One part. Next, what are the steps in the credit rating? The credit rating carries the following steps. The steps include the following. First one is now the company requests for the company to carry out the credit rating. On the basis of the request, now again the company is supposed to issue a letter of request to the respective credit rating agencies to carry out credit rating process. Why? The company wants to know financially where it stands before the other companies. Financially, what is its position and before other companies. So for that reason, now again they go for credit rating. First step number one is that. Second step number two is the credit rating agencies accepts the letter of request, and based on that it appoints a committee. A committee consists of panel of experts who are well versed in finance matters, legal matters, and credit matters. So these panel of experts decide how to carry out the credit rating process. Next, after the second step number two, third step is now communication to the management. The management of the company will be communicated regarding the credit rating process. So what are the parameters that will be included in that, and how each parameter is rated, evaluated, and the scores are assigned to each parameters. That is step number 3. After step number 3 is completed, step number 4 is now they carry out the credit rating based on the risk profile of the company, financial history of the company, financial discipline of the company, credit worthiness of the company, the method and way of handling finance, and then normally it also look at business risk profile of the company. So then after carrying out this, now again they also come across with the credit report which has been generated. The credit report normally is given generally is on the basis of evaluation of the parameters. The credit report generated is valid for a period of 1 year only. 1 year it is valid. Next year again a fresh report has to be prepared, and the process should be carried out as it is. The same cycle repeats again and again. So this is how normally the steps of credit rating process take place. Now, importance of credit rating. The credit rating carries its own importance to the respective shareholders, investors, as well as normally to the general public. Financially, when we invest, normally we have to look at the history of the company. We have to know basically what is the company's background, what is its business experience, and where company is having its strength, core competency. And along with the core competency, we are also interested to know basically where company is leading in the market, whether it is pioneered enough, or whether the company is strong enough to withstand any pressures in the market pressure, whether it can handle, or market situation, whether it can handle. And based on that market situation, unforeseen event if it takes place, normally its profits should not come down, and then obviously the respective financial ratios should not get affected. The financial ratios which is considered when you look at the credit rating is normally see the liquidity ratio, profitability ratio, solvency ratios, and normally see the net worth ratios. Liquidity ratios that are considered is current ratio, quick ratio, and super quick ratio. Profitability ratio that normally we look out for is gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, and operating profit ratio. Solvency ratio basically includes normally your debtors velocity or debtors turnover and normally creditors turnover. Net worth ratio indicates normally your stock turnover, debtors turnover, creditors turnover, and total assets divided by outstanding tangible liabilities. So on the basis of that, normally again see the following ratios will be covered here. Okay, so these things are there as far as credit rating is concerned. Okay, so to sum up, what I can say is normally the credit rating has become important today, and steps taken out normally again to finish the process of credit rating also has got its own importance. The company is rated based on its credit rating score. Higher the credit rating score, better is the position of the company, image of the company, reputation of the company. So as the lower the credit rating score, lower will be the image of the company in the eyes of investors. Investors basically consider safety first. Then second one is growth of the company. Third one is declaration of the returns or profits. So based on this, normally we find that the investors can make their decision whether to be as a part of the company or to run away from the company, or to divert their investment, dilute their investments, whatever it is, and to move away from the part of the company to switch over to some other company. So this the deciding point is credit rating score. So it carries its own importance, and it will be again viewed by normally the following people: shareholders, investors, directors of the company, and then government also, and normally various departments concerned with the pattern of investment or normally investment markets. So thank you very much.